the so-called brain trust.
Brain trust?
It's a great deal of high-flown talk and virtually no action. In a nation racked with poverty, misery, and unemployment, it is deeds we want from the White House, not words. In short, Mr. President, if you're listening, we've had enough of your fireside chats. It's time to...
Criticism, damn it! Nothing but criticism. Damn it!
I know.
It's awful! Has anybody seen the Washington Post this morning? My friends, I say again, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin, you've already been elected. Every cloud has a silver lining. You're never fully dressed without a smile.
Oliver Warbucks and friend Franklin.
Ah, thank you, Louis. Show them in. Oliver, good of you to have come.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Well, who is this we have here?
Mr. President, this is my good friend Annie.
Annie?
She so wanted to meet you that I couldn't resist bringing her along just to say hello.
Of course, the little girl who sang so beautifully on the radio last night.
Annie, this is President Roosevelt.
How do you do, President Roosevelt?
How do you do, Annie? You're as lovely as you sounded on the radio.
Thank you, President Roosevelt.
Well, shall we begin?
Annie, if you wait outside.
No, Oliver. Let Annie stay. Having a child on hand will keep us on our best behavior.
Thank you, Mr. President. Annie.
Harold, I don't want to hear even so much as a gosh out of you.
Franklin, a child?
Well, Oliver, since you speak for those happy few Americans with any money left, I'd like to start with your views on matters.
Thank you, Mr. President. In the words of Calvin Coolidge, the business of this country is business. Yes, and for the good of you, the country, Wall Street, and me, we've got to get my factories open and the workers back to work.
According to my latest figures, there are now 15 million Americans out of work, and nearly 15 million with no visible means of support.
Mr. President, if I may say so, unemployment is not a worst problem. The dispatches from Germany are growing more and more disturbing each day. There could be war.
Germany? Hell, people are starving in this country.
Harold, I know that, but in the long run, we're not.
Cordell, for people who are starving, there is no long run.
The trouble is, it's all happening at once. The stock market has taken another nosedive.
Sit-down strikes, riots.
Floods, dust storms.
And the FBI still hasn't caught out Capone. Well, at least we're all agreed on one thing. The situation is hopeless and getting worse.
Henry, I'd like to see those figures.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Quiet, little girl.
Harold, what did you say, Annie? No, that's all right. Go ahead, my dear. It's still a free country.
Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just take up my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Go
This isn't for me. It's for you, Oliver, from your secretary in New York. Hundreds of couples jamming street outside house, all claiming to be Annie's parents.
Oh boy!
Have begun to screen them. Suggest you return New York at once. Signed, Grace Farrell.
Well, it looks as though the Hour Smiles has a lot more listeners than we thought, huh, Annie?
Gee, hundreds of couples. One of them is bound to be my mother and father.
Well, Oliver, I suspect you better get back to New York immediately.
Yes, if you don't mind, Annie.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Annie.
Bye, Mr. President, and thank you.
No, thank you, Annie. You're the kind of person a president should have around him.
Mr. President, what if we set up 100? No, 1,000 federal projects.
Damn!
Yes.
Highways!
Yes.
New post office!
Yes. And we'll put them in a political building them.
We could create 5 million new jobs within 6 months.
We can pay taxes, we can millions of off-belief back to pay taxes.
We'll build a country so strong that nobody, including Chancellor Hitler, will ever defeat us in a war.
Mr. President, what we need to give this country is nothing less than a new outlook.
A new vision.
A new approach. A new concept.
A new dedication.
A new horizon.
A new spirit.